And we are live.
Good morning.
We are live. I gotta wait on some people to come in. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Good morning. There you go. Came up on both of them.
Yeah, it came up.
Good.
Yeah, it came up. That's your loud, Why is it so loud? That's your
All right.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning,
Come on
song.
in. Come on in. We have a special broadcast
Good morning, everyone.
that we would like to talk about. Good morning, Miss Catchins. Good morning, Romel. Don't y'all leave. If you don't have to leave, please
Yes.
stay tuned. We have something that a special broadcast we want to talk about today. Hold on, give me a second. I just send this.
Good morning, Monique Boone. How's everyone doing so far?
Oh, you know I gotta do something else. Oh,
Those of you that have chimed in, how's your day started already? How's it going so far?
the special broadcast this morning.
Good morning, Boone Jr.
I hope y'all read the title. We want to talk.
I'm
this
good.
morning.
I'm February Fool.
There is no right or wrong to what we are getting ready to talk about. We want to hear your opinion. That's all. We just want to hear your opinion about the subject that is. Did it blink out on the thing?
Not yet.
Or still on? What was I looking for? Let me know if it blinked out.
No.
I've never done it from this TV.
Good morning, Miss Angel.
Good morning, y'all. Good morning, everybody.
Doing pretty good, Monique. Doing pretty good.
Let me block the volume. There's no right or wrong. We're going to start this discussion in just a little bit. Let me finish doing what I need to do. And then start this discussion in just a little bit. Let me finish doing what I need. What's wrong?
Does that TV need to be turned down?
No, hold on. I just need to get this thing off of here. Okay. Good morning. How many people we got on?
We have 6 watching now.
Okay. In just a second, y'all, we're going to get done. We're not going to be long. I'm going to be about 30, 40 minutes, depending on the conversation, depending on the participation. I want people to look at the subject. We're going to talk about what is the role of a husband or a wife in 2020. And I want to hear your opinions. There's no right. There is no wrong to this. I just want to hear your opinion. What do you feel like the role of a husband or the role of a wife? And if you're male or female, you can speak on both subjects or just speak from your standpoint. Either one, it doesn't matter this morning. I just want to create conversation with you. Matter of fact, this is a special broadcast. You probably got 2 notifications because I have some people that follow Cowboy Live. Then I got some people who follow the pastor's page. And to anybody that's following the Cowboy Live, if you did not know that I was a pastor, now you know. And knowing is half the battle. That's what G.I. Joe used to say. And I like interesting topics. I know that don't make good entertainment, but I just like to talk and discuss things about life because I think that's something nobody tries to focus on or try to become better. And I really want to hear from everybody.
Yeah.
Now, remember, we only have one phone line. So even if you call in and the line is busy or we don't answer, just hold and then call back when you see, that we're not on with somebody, then call back. You understand? Don't keep calling while I'm on the phone with someone. Try not to do that, but watch the broadcast. There is a little delay, and then you try to jump in. And so long as the phone is ringing, I will get on the phone with you, and we can discuss this topic. I think it's a very interesting topic because being a husband or being a wife is unique. It has a very unique flavor to it because everybody is different. So we have to kind of find a balancing, a place of balance with this. And I really don't want to stay long because I got some things that I'm doing outside. I was supposed to be doing something right now. Hold on. I can't do that. Hold on. So y'all get your thoughts together. Get your thoughts together so that you could be a part of this discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Here we go. What is this church broadcast? And I really want to hear from you all, your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
There is no right, there is no wrong. What we're trying to do is create conversation. And I think that's one of the things that us as Black people, we never do. We never create conversation.
That's true.
And we never, hold on, let me finish this. Let's see. And in conversation, we begin to find some balance. But a lot of times we don't like conversation because we just want it to go one direction. Okay. So I think it's I never got a notification for this broadcast.
I got mine as soon as we went on.
I don't know, man. I sure hope some people. Okay, so do this real quick on your social media, on your Facebook social media. Can you share this broadcast? This is a live broadcast. Please share it on your social media. It's a special broadcast. We're just going to talk a good discussion for about 30, 40 minutes, depending on the conversation. If y'all scared to call in, and I'm going to eat my breakfast while we talk, okay? Because I think this is, take your time and share it on your social media. Let me see if I can. I'm trying not to push the wrong button, because if I push the wrong button, let me see. If I push the wrong button, I don't want to push the wrong button. Let me see. Where are we going with this? Let's do this, I think. If I push, let's see. Hold on, y'all. Let me share it. Let me see if I can share it on my Facebook news feed. Yeah, we're going to just talk about this. I want people to chime in, not only in the comments, but I am going to ask you to call in. If you make a real good comment, I want you to call in and talk about it. Don't be afraid. All right. That helps. Listen, whether you believe it or not, I try to get people to do certain things. And you know, the special broadcast, we broadcasting from the Cowboy Live as well as George Boone Ministries, because what we want to do is talk about something that I think everybody needs to talk about. There's a lot of things we just don't talk about. Relationships is one of the things we don't talk enough about, or we're not talking to somebody healthy. You get what I'm saying? We're not talking to somebody that's first and foremost teachable.
That's true.
You can't tell nobody nothing if you yourself ain't teachable.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Let me tell you my experience. Oh, please be quiet. Please be quiet. We got enough people that do that. So what we want to do is, I'm eating while I am doing this. So good morning. Good morning. This is the subject. We want to talk about this subject today. And I want anybody, you don't have to be married. You can be married, you can be divorced, you can be whatever. I want you to chime in and give us your opinion on whatever one you want to speak on. You want to speak on the role of a husband, you can speak on the role of a wife, or you can speak on both roles.
Amen.
Okay? I wish I had a little speaker. Okay. Doggone it.
The little blue speaker.
I got, no, that's not going to give too much feedback. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And let's talk about it. So I'll need you to call in 281-301-1010. Call in and let's talk about the role of a husband. Excuse me, while I eat. I know it's rude. My apologies. But I haven't had breakfast and a banana is my breakfast. Okay. I want you to call in. I want you to talk about it. We can talk about it in the I want you to talk in the comments, but I need people to call in a little more than comments. You can state things in the comments, but let's call in. Let's talk about this here. What do you think in 2020? Tell me your opinion. What is the role of a husband? What is the role of a wife? Hold on. Let me ask this first. Did anybody get notifications? Did everybody who did not get notifications about this broadcast today?
I don't even see Janice's comment.
What you mean?
It never even came up on my my feed. It's like it is right there.
Okay.
It's not even on my feed.
Say we got 12 people on. And I'm
mine
not
say 7.
Maybe need to refresh it, Miss Tanya. Here we go. Got a phone call, Miss Tanya. Let me take my hat off. Lord have mercy. Thanks for calling in.
Good morning.
Good morning.
morning.
Tell us your
How y'all
opinion. Oh, we doing
How
good.
y'all-
How about yourself?
Oh, that's good. I called to talk about the subject.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, well, when I was coming up, I didn't have no teaching on marriage life,
I got you.
but I kind of took from my mother and from my stepfather on what a man is supposed to do.
I got you.
So that's how I really got, like, because my mother was a single lady
Yeah,
and I had a stepfather.
right.
So I kind of put those things together, and on how to be a man,
I got you.
as far as taking care of family.
I got you.
So that's the way I was like brought up.
I got you.
But what I heard from my mother and what I learned from her and from my stepfather is watching him do things and take care of things, like us, because we always little.
Mm-hmm.
And then my mother, going through her things without a husband,
Right.
because my dad died when I was 7.
Yeah.
So I just put all that together, and I guess that's how I became how I am.
I got you. I
So-
completely understand.
So I believe that'll end my little subject.
Yeah. All right. Appreciate you calling in. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right.
All right. I understand that. And what we want some other people to do is call in and tell us what you think the role of a husband and of a wife is in 2020. Please don't be afraid to call in. We're just taking discussion. We're talking discussion. Here we go. Thank you for calling Cowboy Live. How you feeling this morning?
Good morning. I'm good. This is Aunt Sheila.
All right, Aunt Sheila, go ahead. Talk to us.
Okay, so actually, I really have a question, relationship wise.
Okay.
Do you think, in a relationship, let's just say the guy that I'm dating, do you think he could possibly be like an assignment for me as far as trying to bring him to Christ?
I
You,
understand what you mean. My personal opinion, my personal opinion
Okay.
is I think everybody we meet is an assignment.
yeah, okay.
Even if it's to strengthen them in Christ,
Right. That's
or,
what I meant.
or to introduce them to Christ, or
Okay.
sometime even to, sometime people have a limited a limited type relationship with Christ, and Christ
Right.
might
Okay.
want them to have a deeper relationship with them, and they need to understand some things, and they need to,
Right.
they need to see
Well,
some things. You get what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying?
Yes. Well, his thing is with me that I find myself trying to help him with is faith.
Yeah. Because there are a lot of people who believe in Christ, but
Yeah,
they don't
correct.
have enough faith in Christ
Mm-hmm.
to go further in
Right.
walking with him, and be
Okay.
be comfortable in their walk. So
Right.
absolutely.
Okay.
I think even if it boils down to husband and wife, we are
Uh-huh.
husbands and wives are assigned to each other.
Right.
Just like if you have a friend, that
Mhm.
should be one of the main focuses. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I believe that can be it.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm glad you guys had this broadcast because I really been intending to send you an email asking you this question, but listening to you, live kind of brings more to light.
I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
Y'all have a good day.
All right, appreciate it.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you for calling.
All right.
All right. Let's deal with the nigga. I think someone was calling a few minutes ago. You called back, caller. And I don't want to ask y'all your name or nothing. I'm just going to, greet you and what have you. I don't want you broadcasting your name, but come on and call in, y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Talk to me. This is a question. What is the role of a husband or a wife in 2020? I didn't say 1950. I didn't say 1980. I said, what is the role of a wife in 2020? Give me your opinion. No answer is wrong. Thanks for calling.
Hi.
State your opinion. I'm trying to figure out how to say this. Go ahead.
All right, good morning. I want to give my opinion on the wife side
Go ahead.
I can only speak on WhatsApp. I think a wife is more of like I want to say like a partner, someone who can, especially for 2020, for their husband. And I think vice versa, you can go vice versa, someone that, that can love and that can be there for them. Especially like now it's a lot that's been put on a lot of people. And when they come home, you like a stress reliever, someone that can be there for them mentally, physically, someone that can, a wife, just not only be there, just to know that they have someone to rely on. They're not in 2020 trying to get through this mess by themselves. They have a friend, they have a spouse, someone that's there for them. Or there to when they start, going through things like at work or just anything. You're there financially, everything, just being there for that person. I don't know if I explained myself, but yeah.
It sounds good. It sounds good because I think you said a key word that I can relate to, and it's partner.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And I think that is highly important in a relationship, that you have a partner.
Mm-hmm.
So I think even in that, I think people need to define what a partner is. You get what I'm saying? A partner sometimes is more than just a roommate or just somebody who's there. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
All right. You got something else you want to say, caller?
No, that was it.
All right. Thank you for calling, caller.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right, let me get the next caller to call in and talk to us about the subject. And the subject is, what is the role of a husband and a wife in 2020? Remember, we're not talking about 1950. We ain't talking about 1980. We're not talking about 2001. We're talking about in 2020. What is the role of a husband or a wife in 2020? I'm trying to look. You got something you want to say, Miss Tanya?
No, not yet. I'm waiting on.
Okay. I'm trying to find.
Good morning to everyone that just came on.
Yeah, we have a discussion topic that we're talking, and you're more than welcome to call in at 281-301-1010 and state your opinion. There is no right, there is no wrong answer. We're just talking about these two subjects. Here you go. That's what I was trying to find.
Hello.
Thank you for calling, caller. State your opinion.
Okay, so I think that in 2020 that the role of a husband and wife is androgynous. There is no defined role of a. It's androgynous. It means it has both female and male characteristics. There's not we have stay-at-home dads now. So the traditional roles have been wiped away, and it's more about building a life with somebody. And there's no set role that I do, and there's no set role that my husband does. It's kind of whatever is needed at the moment, whoever is strong enough to fill that position does it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes complete sense.
Okay, that's my opinion.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right. Next caller, call on in. Tell us your opinion about our subject. Our subject is, what is the role of a husband or a wife in 2020? And listen, when y'all call in, try to be a little more detailed, because we need to know what is the role of a husband or the role of a wife. You understand? Call in and tell me what you think. There's no right or wrong answers to this. We just creating discussion. Call in. Call in and tell us what's up. 281-301-1010. Waiting on y'all. Let's call in, babies. Call in. Tell us what you think. Thanks for calling me and state your name. I don't know what broadcast to say we're on right now.
Just say thanks for calling.
Yeah, we on two broadcasts. Talk to us.
This is Montana.
Go ahead.
So my opinion about role of a husband in 2020, it seems like it is more of a hybrid role, and it seems like they don't have the role of a husband nowadays. It seems like they don't have the leadership skills that they should have.
Hold on, hey caller, your iPhone messing up, and it's chopping up. But go ahead, say it. Start from the beginning, please.
Okay, it sounds like the role of a husband in 2020. It seems like they don't have the leadership skills that they need to have, and it's also kind of looked down upon.
Are you on a headset or a that's like a bad echo?
Give me one. Let me call right back.
Okay.
Yeah. Restart your iPhone. Thank you for calling. I'm just messing with it. Listen, call on in, y'all, and talk to us. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you think. I want to hear you. I want to hear your opinion about this subject. These are things that we need to learn how to talk about and discuss. And we don't have to argue or debate or be whatever. Let me see. Here we go. Did it hang up? All right, y'all. Call on in and talk to us. Call in and talk to us. Tell me your opinion of what's going on.
You had to restart it.
Yeah, he had to restart it. Thank you for calling. State your opinion.
Yeah, this is the one with the iPhone again.
With the iPhone again? All right. Talk to us.
All right, so like I was saying, I think the role of husband is a hybrid, and it's been kind of looked down upon.
Hold
on. I would say even like the lack of leadership affects it to the point where the woman has to take over. It was like a passing of the torch, and now so husbands are like whatever society say a husband's supposed to be. So it's not like the person who's the provider, who's the protector. Those are those values from before, but now it's like whatever a husband's supposed to be in 2020, people just making it up as they go, and there's like no true foundation to it. So, and I feel like the role of a husband now is just like, is based on how you feel at that moment.
Hello. Okay, I need you to start over. Devontae, you
call from your wife's phone.
No,
maybe you need to call from another phone, or
no, it just sound like, I don't know, it sound like you're muffled.
Yeah, it really does.
I'm having a hard time hearing you.
And you coming in,
all right, hold on.
You coming in chopping, then we hear you, then we don't.
Yeah, get on the Android, so that the better connection can work. All right. Because it sounds like
he was coming. I was hearing part of what he was saying, but I wasn't hearing the rest.
Can you hear me now, Miss Tanya? Can you hear me?
A lip? No.
Or something. Oh, hold on. Maybe I need to do it like this.
Okay, I hear now.
You hear? Let me see. Thank you for calling in. State your opinion.
Hi, yes. In my personal opinion, from the aspect of a man, I think fundamentals are more important now. Like the concrete fundamentals that's always been there are more important now than anything. Because everyone's looking for that sense of normacy nowadays. So I think just cementing that and making that stronger and stronger as a man is vital in the year of 2020. Just to bring, not even just to, the man himself, but to bring like confidence for his family.
You say
confidence?
Confidence?
Yeah,
okay.
that.
Talk about it again, because it's, I don't know, for some reason, like it's a little hard to hear people. Say it again now.
Okay. In my opinion, for the year 2020, from the aspect of a man, it's to build on the concrete fundamentals. Just to bring, because nowadays everyone's looking for a sense of normacy.
Okay.
In the world, and so I think making those what would build the relationship, making that stronger, will keep things afloat, not only for the man mentally, but for his family.
Okay, talk to me a little bit more about it. Like, give me some examples of what you're talking about.
Okay. So like if a man, if any man is in a situation where like he's everyone's looking up to him, it's important for him to make sure mentally he's in the right place, so that nobody looks at him and see him start to crack, and then they start to crack too. So that's why I think I meant by fundamentals, as in like just, I guess, in the backbone, I guess. I mean, not in every situation, of course, but I think I'm explaining that right. Not sure.
You understand what he's saying?
Kind of, sort of. And if I'm not mistaken, I think what you're saying is.
Hello?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm
I
sorry.
think if I understand you correctly, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think what you're saying is the role of the husband. He's supposed to be the bearer, or he carries. You're saying he carries the weight of everything, or is that what you're trying to say?
No. I'm not saying that, because in certain situations, it's the woman who in certain relationships, the woman who also keeps the man up. I'm not saying like that exactly, but
I got you.
you never know. Your wife, your spouse may look up to you more than you realize.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they may not just say it, but which they don't have to. But you have to carry yourself as if that's how the situation is. You have to keep yourself mentally strong, especially in times like this, so that whether you're right or wrong about whether they look up to you, you're doing your best.
Okay.
So you're saying like, so for the husband, because you're only speaking for you,
Mhm.
right? Or because you're not really speaking for your wife. Now you can, but
Right.
what I'm saying is, what you're describing to us is like, I don't know, because I don't want to put no words in their mouth. I don't want to put no words in nobody's mouth. That's why I wish. Okay, when y'all call in, y'all talk very normal. Talk like you always talk, so that we can comprehend y'all. Y'all coming in talking. What the?
And y'all use SAT words.
Yeah, with the SAT words, and that's we don't have a discussion, and I want people to learn how to talk and explain what they're saying, because it doesn't matter from the Cowboy Live show to the George Boone Ministries. We have these are real conversations, and I feel like what's happening is through the callers right now, everybody's talking very general and they're not talking detail.
Mhm.
So even if people want to call back and talk detail, what do you think the role? That's all I said. What do you think the role of a husband or a wife? And you can speak on both subjects, or you can speak on one subject. It doesn't matter. In 2020, because we're not talking about 2050. We're not talking 2050. 2050, we're not talking about.
That's it.
I want y'all to learn how to hold a conversation. What a lot of y'all doing is just simply making a statement and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Make your statement, but then let's engage. Explain your statement. We're not explaining it. And I think what's happening in 2020 is nobody knows where they stand in any relationship, because people make too many blanket statements and we're not being more detailed.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying? Because remember, this is your opinion, and nobody's going to fight you about your opinion. We're talking. We're bringing dialogue to talk, and I need y'all to just tell us. So you tell me, what you think the role of a husband is, and listen at me. It's going to be different from each and every person.
That's true.
So now tell me what you are saying to me so that I can comprehend you.
Or maybe I can put it like this. What do you think your role is as the husband in 2020? Is that better? Make it a little not I won't say personal, but maybe you can relate a little better.
Okay, well, I guess for me, it's to, better ensure that, my wife and my daughter don't have the weight of the world on their shoulders.
Now, see, that's
Mhm,
better. I mean, okay, so this is your opinion,
Mhm,
correct?
Yeah.
And I think this is about, now you're explaining it a
mhm,
little better and a little open.
mhm.
So go ahead and finish. I go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's just so that they don't have to weight of the world on their shoulders. Whatever problems that they would be dealing with, they're not alone dealing with it. I'll carry majority of the load. We know with no problem.
Mhm.
And I guess just to make my wife feel like she's not alone in times like this, that I am here for her, for my daughter.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
I like that. I like that. See, now, did you understand what I mean? How sometimes people are making statements, but there's no room for discussion
Mhm.
because we're just
Yeah.
making statements and we think people are listening. So we're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. And what I'm trying to teach people to do, because here's what I'm learning in life. People don't know
The role.
their role.
Yeah.
True.
And
That's true.
if we don't watch ourselves, we are people that are always on the defense.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
what I'm trying to do is open up a dialogue with people to talk about what they think their role is, or what, even if the opposite, like if you want to speak on your wife, what you think her role, because her role might not be what you want it to be. You get what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah.
What we're doing is talking, and that's what I want to do. I want to talk about this. You get what I'm saying? So that just to put it out, there is no right, there is no wrong, because nobody's in your house but you.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
y'all have to blend together as a couple best as possible.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? You got to blend
Yeah.
as a couple best as possible. And that's why I think, and it has to be, I don't care what nobody's, no, I done got into my opinion. It has to be, watch me closely. I heard a pastor say this years ago. It has to be 100% from each person.
Mhm.
Sometimes people say it's
50-50.
50-50. I learned this from an old pastor. He said 50 is a half. He said the other 50 is a half. And y'all two halves
Trying to make a whole.
and I like what your wife said, two halves trying to make a partnership is two broken things going on.
That's true.
That creates more problems. It needs to be 100 and 100 to make a partnership. And that's now, and that's my opinion coming down to a relationship. We push 100 both to make it what it needs to be. You got what I'm saying? And that, well, okay, so we, so when I'm talking to you, but I'm talking to everybody that's calling in, and even if you want to call back and call in and explain some stuff a little more and have dialogue, then do that. Okay. So, because I want everybody to understand, I'm not here to correct you or to say this, that, or the other, or I'm not trying to promote. I don't promote. I don't know if I'm saying this right. I hope I'm saying this right. And hopefully, if I'm not saying it right, you have enough to comprehend what I'm saying. I'm not here to promote male chauvinist, and I'm not here to promote feminism. I'm here to promote relationship. You get what I'm saying? And that there are things. Well, okay. Well, I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna move on. Okay, you got something else you want to say?
No, that was it.
Okay. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you for working with us.
Yeah, thank you for working with us. Appreciate it.
Okay.
All right. I want the next caller to go ahead and call in and just talk to us about what you think the role of a husband is and the role of a wife is in 2020. Talk to us. Thank you for calling.
Good morning again. This is Boone Senior.
Go ahead, Boone Senior.
All right. A marriage couple is the first thing. The man is the head.
Okay.
And the spouse, this lady, she is the man. You make decisions together.
True. Absolutely true.
Okay, but the man is the head.
Okay.
He's supposed to keep the lady strong. Whenever he leaves or whatever going on, she's supposed to back him up
Okay.
on any decision that's been made. If he's not around, she's supposed to kind of make sure that everything goes the way that y'all talked about,
Okay.
and it'll go a long way in life.
Okay.
You know, I look at y'all on there, and you know, you can tell there's love there between y'all because both of y'all is going down the same road. And when two people is pulling the same way together, it's gonna go a long way. You know, it's just like a group of horses. If you got a horse, you rolling down the street, and this horse want to go to the left, and you want to go straight, it's not going to work.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
But as long as you're going down the same road together and y'all communicating is good, it goes a long ways in life.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that's it.
Okay. Appreciate you calling in, Boone Senior.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, yeah, you know, so I want you to call in and talk. Just tell us your opinion about the roles of the role of a husband or a wife, and you can speak from any standpoint that you want. If you want to speak from a woman's standpoint of what a husband, what you think a husband should be, or if you want to speak from y'all know what I'm saying. I hope y'all know what I'm saying. Please, and call in and talk to us. Have dialogue. Thank you for calling. State your opinion.
Yeah, man. I've been looking at a situation like this for 2020, man. It takes a man to look at the situation and what's going on in the house to reevaluate everything and get with his wife to say, hey, look, we're going to change it up. Yeah, we got to be quarantined and social distancing, and we got to be preventative of everything, what's going on. So this is what we're going to do. We negotiate and talk it out.
Absolutely. So you're saying, okay, talk to me. Tell me, explain what you're saying a little more. I think I understand what you're saying.
Okay, like basically like with my wife. My wife, she's working from home, and our child is in school at home.
Okay.
So I make sure when I come home, I stay out of the way. I make sure something is cooked. If I'm either cooking it or buying it, I stay in my realm where I know what's good for me. I know how to cook and I know how to clean. So let me do those two and get out of the way so you can do your stuff with the schoolwork.
Right.
So, I mean, that's just one of the things.
Yeah, I like that. See, that's what I'm talking about. And that's what Boone Senior, I think, was talking about as well. You know, if y'all are a group of horses, y'all got to agree to go the same way. You get what I'm saying?
True.
You don't have to. And that role, the role of a husband is an open role. It's a role.
True.
That you just kind of, you get what I'm saying? It's a role, like you say. If you get out the way and you go cook and you start cleaning up something. See, are you getting what I'm saying? So
try to bring them down.
Make
her stress free. Make my son stress free. Everybody stress free. We good.
And now listen, this is something I learned years ago when I was working in management at Little Caesars. They had us take some manager classes, and they was telling us because at that point I was an assistant to the manager. Okay, I sound like Michael. I don't know why I'm about. Okay, so in the assistants class, one of the things they told us, they say you should study the manager and find out if what is the manager's weakest point, and then they say you must make yourself be strong in the weakest point of the manager, because what they was telling us, there is office work that has to be done, and then there is floor operation. Some managers are good at floor operation, but they're not good at paperwork. So the assistant had to become extremely good at paperwork if the manager was not good at keeping the paperwork, or vice versa, whatever it was. So they was telling the assistants that they really kind of had the hardest job. But what I did learn is that when a manager is promoted, an assistant manager, when he's promoted from the inside of the company, he's better than somebody who comes from the outside. Can you get what I'm saying? Because you come from the outside, you never had to be that assistant who had to become strong in whatever the manager was weak at. Can you get what I'm saying?
Basically, he don't know how to call a good audible when he needs to.
Absolutely. Can you get what I'm saying? And I think that's the key to a relationship, we all have strengths and we all have weaknesses, and we have to be able to fill in where the strengths or where the weaknesses are. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's what's going to make so like I heard what you said. So and here's the word that jumped out to me when you said what you said. So you had to make a choice.
Yeah.
You can either per se overload your wife, or you could fill in. You get what I'm saying? So you choose to not overload, because who wants an overloaded wife?
Hey, happy wife is a happy house.
You better hear somebody. What Daddy used to tell us: if you make your mama,
oh, he ain't making so behind.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm pissed off, and I'm coming for your ass.
But you get the point that I'm saying. And what happens, I think, in some relationships, we don't know how to fill in. We don't know. We don't know how to either just even strive together. You get what I'm saying? Anybody that's healthy, anybody that has a healthy mentality, is not trying to dog somebody.
That's true.
Is not trying to overwork or, do something like that to the other person. You get what I'm saying? And so I think it's just about choices. You get what I'm saying? There's some things people will never know that George do. I mean, I wash my own clothes, but I wash my own clothes because my mama made me wash my own clothes. My mom was not gonna wash my clothes because I was her baby boy. You get what I'm saying? No. My mama was gonna make us cook. Talk, Mel. We grew up in the same house. She was not. If she was at work, guess what we had to do?
Hey, cook, clean.
You better talk to me.
They're not.
And we had to learn how to do.
They're not.
Yeah, you had to learn how to do things. Right or wrong, man. We had chores.
True.
We had chores. My mama left a list of stuff. You get what I'm saying? And
that I had it done.
And if what you say? And if it wasn't done, she was gonna tell. She was gonna tell Boone Senior, and Boone Senior was gonna get on that ass.
A dead end on me.
So you comprehend what I'm saying? That there is, I think there is a, I don't know. What I'm trying to do is talk to people so that we can find our role. And then, and you got to understand me, no two roles are alike, but we do know, we do have to define our participation in a marriage. And you have to know what that participation is. From one married couple to another married couple, it's going to be different.
That's true.
Because you can't be a carbon copy because you're not a carbon copy. You get what I'm saying? But there has to be an agreement of whatever the role is. Can you get what I'm saying? And that's a very vast thing. And we have to come to a healthy place of making sure that there's clarity. And I think this is the key word to a lot of stuff: balance. There has to be clarity and there has to be balance. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So you get me, man?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Thank you for calling. I appreciate that. That you gave a wonderful illustration too. You just jump in.
No problem.
You just jump in. You jump in and say, "Hey, let me, let me get in the kitchen."
When you're mad because you got to go home, that's a bad situation. You got to look at the situation and say, "What I got to do to fix this situation?"
Okay. I mean, because you can be mad for going home.
You can't. Hey, you can't.
Huh? Right. I mean that can happen.
Right.
I know people that don't want to go home.
Right.
Because there is no balance.
Yeah.
There has
to
be
make a balance.
There has to be balance to everything. Appreciate you calling, Mel.
No problem.
Thank you. Next caller, call in and talk to us a little bit about your situation and just tell us what you think. What time is it, Miss Tanya?
It's 10:55.
It's 10:55 because I'm gonna have to go in a little bit. I'm trying to create conversation with you all if you want to talk to us, because I can't be long. I got things to do outside. Anybody else? Next caller. How many more callers you want to take?
Where's Devontae? He hasn't called back.
Oh, I don't know. He was calling back, but I was on the phone. Thank you for calling. State your opinion.
Hello. So I'm calling to state my opinion about the role of a wife in 2020.
Okay.
For our house, my husband called earlier, or he just got off, but we help bring a balance to each other.
Absolutely.
He fills in the spaces where I need, and it's not always the exact same thing every single time.
Right.
I homeschool our son. I work from home, but I also have to make sure that when he comes home, he's not stressed.
Okay.
Because if I'm stressed at home and he's stressed at home, that's chaos in the house.
That's chaos in the
And
house.
it's not going to work, especially us raising our kid, you know, and that puts stress on him and stresses him out. So, it could just be a numerous amount of things. For instance, sometimes when my husband comes home, I can see that he's had a stressful day.
Okay.
Or, well, he works at night. So when I get up in the morning and I see him for the first time, I can see whether he had a good night or a bad night.
Right.
And so let's just say, for instance, he had a bad night. I'll come in, I'll cook, I'll make sure that he's fed, I'll make sure that he does whatever he needs to do to decompress, de-stress, and then I'll make sure that he goes to bed at a decent time.
I got you.
Not only that, I put the baby on the school, I'll log in for work.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout the day, while I'm working and helping our son, I also will cook lunch.
Okay.
So to make sure he gets up, he eats. If he's going to go back out and work, he'll do it, or he'll go back to whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll either like buy something for dinner, or one of us will cook dinner.
Okay.
So it just depends on what. I mean, that's just like one scenario.
Yeah,
there are times to where I don't need him to do anything.
Gotcha.
I get up early, I do whatever is needed for the house, put the baby on the school, I work, or I may be off, or whatever. It's just whatever is needed at the time that is needed.
Absolutely.
For 2020, because 2020 there's no year like it.
Absolutely.
And when we came home, we had to be quarantined and be in the house. It forced myself and my husband to reevaluate a lot of things on how we ran our house.
I got you.
And now we're finding a balance.
There you go.
So, yeah, it just depends on what's needed. He said a lot, and that lets me know that our conversations are working.
Right.
Because we sit down and we communicate to each other, whereas before we didn't.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the key things to any relationship is communicating and hearing each other, not just waiting to speak. Not just you get what I'm saying? You can't be. It's not a communication if you're just waiting on your turn to speak. You talk, and then you hear the other person talking about the different things. Because listen, there is no such thing as a perfect relationship, and you got to walk through some things. You just got to walk through. Here's something that I heard you say that I think other people need to hear. That if you see somebody stressed, you don't approach them like this here. What's your problem? Why you got an attitude? No, you find a way. Me and my wife have a working relationship where if one of us is getting too heated about anything in life, then we calm the other person down. See, that's a skill. Right. That's a skill that you have to have in any relationship. We don't let neither one of ourselves go too far. If something has worked us up, we help each other calm down, because there's nothing worse than an angry person going too far and doing too much. And I think a secret to a relationship is to calm the other person down before they go way too far. You understand? And I just from me to my wife, we both do that to each other. If you're angry about something, anything, now I ain't even talking about just with each other. I'm just talking about anything. If we see the other person too angry, we try to de-escalate. We bring it down so that everybody can calm down. You get what I'm saying? And try to see. And we are not afraid to give each other our opinion. Like, okay, I think you over exaggerating the situation between you and the other person. You get what I'm saying? Or, and I think that's a skill. That's one of the skills that people have to have in a relationship. You have to be able to listen. And the other person has to be able to listen. And both of y'all have to be able to talk.
Yes.
You know, when
we are just learning that, to be honest with you. Like,
and because I think that's good. Because I think like when me and my wife got married, my wife was not a person who voiced her frustrations or her concerns or anything like that. She wouldn't voice it. I don't know, it had something to do with her upbringing or what have you. And I think she didn't voice it. I could see that she was frustrated about stuff or different things, and she wouldn't voice it. And one of the things for 27 years, and I think she's gotten a whole lot better now to voice how you feel. You get what I'm saying? Because I think sometimes people don't voice how they feel in the relationship. And it's an unhealthy relationship if somebody cannot voice how they feel. You might not like what's being said, but you got to let both parties voice how they feel, and you can't get super offended. And one of the things we do all the time is de-escalate each other. If one of us is worked up, we de-escalate because we don't want that. That's not what we want. You understand? And it don't have to be.
Because it creates a chaos.
Yeah, it makes things worse because, okay, watch what you said. This is what you said. He could come home from work and just frustrated and stressed, right? That ain't really got nothing to do with you. And in a very natural sense, you could holler, don't come home with that attitude, but you just rather find another way to de-escalate him and bring it on down. Because when people are angry, they say stuff that they don't really mean. But the problem with that is that you can't take that word back. You understand? And couples have a tendency.
That's right. It's already out there.
It's already out there. And couples have a tendency to say silly stuff. I wish I wouldn't have never met you. Because we angry and we shouldn't say things in anger. You get what I'm saying? So one of the skills, watch me, if y'all heard the story I just told about me being an assistant manager, one of the things is both from me to my wife, we are assistants to each other. So if someone is having a not so good day, then I got to develop the skill of de-escalating that before it carries over into my relationship. You get what I'm saying? And
that's good. That's very good.
Anybody who dealing with people and then got to come home, gonna have some problems, bro. That's true. They're gonna have some problems.
Because you're dealing with a lot of personalities throughout the course of the day or the night.
Right? And some people personality is just that of like an aggravation. They can bring an aggravation, and then next thing you know, you done brought the aggravation home, and you might not even be paying attention to the fact that you done brought aggravation home. You get what I'm saying? And you need a spouse who got a little wisdom and not gonna want to fight with you. You get what I'm saying?
Right. You be gang banging on bacon for no reason.
And then, you be like, I wasn't angry at you, but now what's up? There go a whole lot of stuff simply because somebody didn't know how to be a healthy assistant. And that's the vice versa role of being a healthy assistant, man. Just de-escalate. Yeah, I'm running around today, y'all. So, but you get what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and I think people just have to come to a healthy balance. I feel like there's not enough balance, period, in relationships, and I think we don't even know what balance is. And I feel like maybe we're not even trying to find balance. If we go ahead, baby, what you say?
I'm sorry. One thing. Well, I will say this. One thing that my husband and myself, we sat down, we had a conversation, and we realized, I can only speak from how I was raised. I was raised okay. You know, it wasn't terrible.
I got you.
But it wasn't all great either.
Yeah, I got you.
But we both discussed that we want to try to be the healthiest that we can be for each other, for our little family.
I got you.
Because
go ahead.
My parents, I will say, wasn't always the healthiest. They did the best that they could. Absolutely. So I can't blame them for nothing. I'm grown.
Absolutely.
So we just know that we want to be the healthiest for us. So
Yes.
we work on it.
Yeah, and that's a lifetime thing. That's not an overnight
Yes.
thing. That's not, because think about it. I mean, you never been married before. You get what I'm saying? It's not
Right.
like it's not like you took night classes for marriage. You get what I'm saying? I mean, none of that
That's
stuff.
true.
So
Exactly.
so we have to have a grace to grow in.
Mhm.
You get what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
Because it's not
Mhm.
like we took a course and we got degrees in it. Though some people act like they got
Right.
degrees,
Mhm.
they ain't got no degrees in it. No, come on, And I
Right.
promise you, the people who act like they got a degree in it are the ones that probably have the most problems.
Issues. It's true.
And you can have problems and never argue
Mhm.
with somebody.
Right.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying? You can have problems
That's
but
true.
never
Never
argue with
argue.
nobody. You get what I'm saying? We say, oh, we don't
Yes,
never
sir.
argue. We don't never, but that don't mean there ain't no problems.
Mhm.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
That's
Because so long as there's two people in any relationship, there's always an element of unhealthiness.
That's true.
And we have to be people who can navigate
Mhm.
through the difficult times.
Mhm.
Yes,
We have
sir.
to be able
I
to
agree.
hear each other and talk to
Mhm.
each other in an honest way. If you have a partner, and I tell people this all the time, me and my wife both are alphas. Is that what you call them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's alpha.
So,
Mhm.
if both of us are alphas. Okay. So you can't be two alphas and not have a voice, not have some tension, and not you get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I don't think I could. I don't think I could be married to someone that is incredibly passive.
Mhm.
I couldn't because I want to hear your point of view.
Mhm.
Right.
And I want to understand what you're dealing with. I think some
Right.
people feel like if I'm in a relationship, I just got to be quiet. I got to hush.
Mhm.
I got to hush and just be
But
quiet.
you have to know when to be quiet. I feel like
Now, 'cause
that's just my opinion.
that's a skill
Mhm.
as well,
That's true.
right? Now that's a skill.
Yeah.
And you can't sometimes you got to pause and wait before you say what you say.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And then
Right.
like this here, I've seen you in mail. I've seen you in mail. I have seen mail tick you
Mhm.
all the way off.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I've seen you pull mail outside
Mhm.
and get in his ass
Mhm.
outside.
Because I'm not gonna do it in front of everybody. Why would I embarrass him like that?
Right.
That's
Now see,
good.
like that's another skill that
Mhm.
people got to develop in a relationship. There's nothing wrong with voicing your opinion, but you don't voice it in front of a whole bunch of people.
Mhm.
You don't make
Right.
your spouse feel like a child.
That's true.
Nobody
Yes,
should
sir.
ever feel like a child.
That's true.
Come on. I don't want nobody
Yes,
making me
sir.
feel like no child.
Mhm.
So why would I
Right.
make anybody else
Mhm.
feel like a child? You get them. See that
That's
these are
true.
little. See, this is why I like discussion, because discussion, hopefully, people who watching are saying, "Oh,
Mhm.
I do talk to my spouse in
Mhm.
front
I
of a
got you.
group of people." And
Mhm.
there's
Yes,
nothing
sir.
wrong with telling somebody, "Okay, I didn't like what you did. I didn't like what you said, or what have
Right.
you." But do it in private. You don't
Mhm.
need to do it in front of a
Right.
group.
Yeah.
Let me
There's even
let-
times to where I will wait until we get home and
Okay.
then like we need to talk
Yeah,
because
because let me
what
ask.
happened, blah blah blah, whatever. But yeah.
Yeah. So let me ask you this right here. Do you think it's, and every relationship is different, okay? So, but do you
Mhm.
think it's healthy to correct your spouse or what have you in front of a group of people?
Mm-mm.
In my personal opinion, absolutely not, because you could bring discord to your relationship.
Absolutely.
And if you belittle your spouse in front of whomever you're around, people talk. I don't care if people talk, but
I got
they
you.
may start to look at my husband sideways and feel like they can address him in that manner,
Absolutely.
and you will get clowned.
And that, I mean, and
Mhm.
that is
So,
true. Or
I would rather take you to the house.
let's do the flip side. If you like want to correct male in front of a group of people, right? Then
Mhm.
what if one of them women wants your man?
Mhm.
And,
Baby.
and now, because what they see is there's a problem.
Yeah.
And so now,
But-
if she wants to make a move, she's making a move
Mhm.
off of the problem.
Mhm.
So
That's
now, watch,
Mhm.
because people are slick. Watch.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to text you, Mel, to check on you.
true. Mm.
You get now. Now that's what
That's how it starts.
somebody that in front because you did something. You showed a
Yeah.
little weakness in front of a group of people, and sometimes we think we know people, but we don't really know
That's true.
people. And then next thing you know, they checking on mail on the slide,
Right.
and that now here's another problem.
I feel like with that, if I made a mistake, I'm woman enough to
Absolutely.
come to my husband and apologize to him.
And there's
Now, I also feel like he has to be strong enough to know better.
Absolutely. He
Like,
should.
if we're in this relationship.
If he's an adult, like he say he is an adult, then
Right.
he should recognize what's really going on.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
So, I mean, it takes both of us. So.
Absolutely, it takes both people to keep anything together. You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
And I think a lot of times they're just little things that people there. I feel like there are unwritten rules to the game, and I feel like a lot of times a lot of people don't understand the unwritten rules. You get what I'm saying? Don't give your man away. You get what I'm saying?
He's not going nowhere.
Don't. Say, I'll bring his legs. He'd be like,
Okay.
Kunta Kinte around here. But that's the point that I'm making. Sometimes we don't know our role. And listen, and I like what you said because I believe that 100%. And you can ask my wife, if I make a mistake, if I say something out of turn, and let's say my wife brings it to my attention, I don't argue the point. I apologize. I apologize because we ain't never done this. We never done a marriage before, so you're learning as you go. But I feel like because one thing I am big on is apologizing, and I want to be apologized to. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Everybody gonna make a mistake.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna keep.
And I don't hold it over his head.
I don't hold it over his head. I don't keep a tally of who made the most mistakes because we all are human.
I will say I used to do that, but I have got so much better.
I got you because we all are human. When you allow your spouse to be human, then it makes it a little bit more easier. You understand?
Sure, I agree.
When you're trying to make your spouse something that he or she is not, then you're not allowing them to be human. You get what I'm saying? But this is the way I feel. I feel like as I grow, I want to be healthy in relationships. So what I want from my wife is for her to be healthy in the relationship, just as much as I'm striving to be healthy in the relationship. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I don't want her. It's never my goal for her to be weak or flawed, or I mean not flawed. Y'all people understand what I mean. I want us always on the same level. I don't want her beneath me. I don't want her over me. I want her right on side of me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, in my comprehension and and things, because I want us to go together. My daddy brought up about the horses. We can't be going left and right. We can't go forward and backwards. We have to, and there's a lot of things we have to agree to disagree on, and that's fine too because that don't stop our direction. You get what I'm saying? So long as we hit it for the same.
Yes, sir.
I think Angel made a powerful statement again. Partner. I think we have to find out what partnership is. You get what I'm saying? Partnership is very important because I think, my opinion, because I'm not going to be on the line too much longer, but my opinion is in 2020, you got to be strong partners.
Well, that's fact. That's major fact.
Yeah, I think it has to be, and you got to work hard at being partners because we all have a tendency to either be passive or be a dictator, and we can't be either. We have to find the middle ground of being a partner. Because if you're talking about partnership, you're talking about 100 from each. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's important. Now, that don't always pan out like that, but I think everybody should be striving for that. And then giving leeway for mistakes along the way. You get what I'm saying? Just giving leeway for mistakes. I think I think when you're talking about relationships and talking about husbands and wives, I think it's a continual journey of discovery.
It's not it is the right now, but it's the longevity that we're striving to
There you go.
get to.
There you
So,
go.
yeah.
And there's always going to be hiccups.
Mhm.
There's always going to be bumps in the
Yeah.
road, and we have
And things
to.
change.
Yes, and I think that's a good one. Thank you for calling in, caller, and talking with us.
Thank
Thank you, guys.
All right. All right. Let me take one more call, and then I gotta go. I got things going on. Let me take one more call. I hope we're helping you. Did you want to hear something you want to say or no?
Oh, I just
I
want
mean,
to
you don't have to. It's up to you.
just say that I've just been listening and everything. I think sometimes when you
Come on and call in 281-301-1010.
when you're in a relationship, I think sometimes, and I don't think I've heard nobody address this or anything. If there are kids involved, sometimes we have a tendency to forget that we are in a marriage.
Let me put this call on hold, okay?
Oh, she can go ahead.
Hold on. Thank you for calling. Can you hold 1 second, please?
Yeah.
It's the
Go
one
ahead.
thing. I think sometimes we tend to forget that we are in a marriage and that we are in a partnership, and we begin to focus on more of the family unit than the relationship
I got you.
between the husband and wife. And I think sometimes we can be so focused on the children's needs,
Yeah.
we tend to forget the needs of our significant other, because right now they need me more than you need me.
Right.
And I think if you keep on going and you keep building it up over the course of if you keep having kids, then I think it gets worse.
Okay.
And before long, you look up, you're really in a relationship with your kids more than the
With your
spouse.
I
So
can
I
understand.
think even going into 2020, we have to find a balance with everything. My children need me, my spouse needs me. So we have to find that, that healthy balance.
that multiple role.
Yes.
Yeah, because and more than likely that happens a lot with women.
Mhm.
Maybe
Because
a
I think
little more,
our nurturing
your
side,
mothering instinct.
and it takes over where we focus mainly on, we get one-sided, but blindsided in a sense.
Yeah.
And
Tunnel
we're only-
vision.
Tunnel
That's
vision.
what they call it.
This is who I focus on, not you.
Yeah.
And I think
And wait.
yes. And I think we get used to it because sometimes, if you have a spouse who's willing to work with you and just, okay, well, I'll wait. I think you get accustomed to them waiting.
Yeah.
Whereas, okay, I'm good then.
Yeah.
But while you're doing that, you don't realize the structure around you is falling apart, but you're so focused and intent
Right.
on making this work.
Right.
So I don't know, that was just something that I just wanted to.
So
to bring up.
maybe one day we'll come back and talk about the difference between husband, wife,
Mhm.
mother,
Mhm.
father, because
Mhm.
those are different things.
Mhm. Because you're not my child.
Right.
But if we're so used to having children, we tend to look at the spouse as a child.
Just wait.
Yeah, just wait.
Just
you know,
wait.
So
I got these children
Yeah.
that I got to tend to,
Mhm.
and it'll be just tending to the children,
Yeah.
and it stopped being about the
Yeah,
spouse
that's true.
altogether, and that can create a problem as
Mhm.
well,
Mhm.
because now you find yourself living with somebody,
Mhm.
and it's just you're living together.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying? Okay, let me talk to a caller on the phone. He called from an Android. I'm pretty sure the reception would be much better now. Thank you for holding, caller. Talk to us.
Yep, look at it.
Yeah,
It is clear. It is clear better.
This is one thing.
I'm telling we know who this is. I'm telling y'all, them iPhones. I know y'all love them iPhones, but they not what y'all think. Y'all iPhones are good phones. Let me
Yeah,
know
they
that.
are.
They're good phones, full of technology. But I think iPhone drops it when it comes down to calling. The original function of the phone is to talk to other people.
Uh-huh.
Jayla was on the phone talking to Jerry yesterday or the day before, and they couldn't hear each other at all.
Yeah.
Both of them on
About
iPhones.
both of them.
And it was just horrible connection.
Mhm.
Look how crystal clear you are now. Go ahead.
I would say for myself as a husband, role of husband 2020 is to compromise in a healthy manner.
Mhm.
I think that's good. Now,
It's
say that again, because I think that's excellent.
I would say just learning how to compromise in a healthy manner.
In a healthy manner.
And-
Yeah,
And I would say it's like a pushing and a pulling.
absolutely.
Mhm.
So at some point you're going to compromise more than your partner, and at some point you have to kind of like compromise less because you have to stand up,
Absolutely.
and you're not being, even when you're compromising, you're learning how to not be offensive.
Right.
and you're compromising.
That's good.
You're just compromising because you understand this is for the betterment of our relationship and us lasting long.
Yeah. And the long,
And
even
so also like just learning, especially as a man, you know, learning how to communicate to your partner properly without making her feel that she's less than who she really is.
Absolutely. Because it's as a, I want to say this, but I don't want to be one-sided. But as a man, it really is your job to keep everybody healthy or try your best to. You understand? And men sometimes have a very natural healthiness about them. Not that didn't sound right. That sounded wrong or one-sided. Women need more, what I feel like, my opinion, women need more attention. I feel like they are sometimes emotionally easily broken.
That's true.
That's just what I feel.
It's true.
And I feel like I think Jerry said it earlier. We have to kind of put a little more effort. We have to be a certain standard to help them. What might disturb their world might not disturb our world.
That's true.
And then women sometimes, not all the time, then women want you upset with them because their world is disturbed behind. It could be something at work.
That's true.
It could be something at church. It could be something, whatever.
That's true.
And now they want you. If you don't watch it, I heard you say, take a little stand. You say have a standard and take a little stand, right? Because what if your spouse? I'm talking spouse now. What if your spouse is mad with somebody? Now you got to be mad. No, that ain't. See, that's that you have to take a certain stand and say, nah, they ain't did nothing to me. That's you beefing. And I feel like out of two spouses, somebody got to be healthy enough and say, nah. I think one of the problems, if you're mad at somebody, I don't have to be mad at them.
That's true.
And that's your right to be mad. If you want to be mad, you be mad. I'm going to take that stand. You get what I'm saying? Or one of them should. And me and my wife kind of do that. We try our best to balance each other out with a lot of things. I was talking earlier about de-escalating each other and then making sure both of us ain't mad and out there in the streets fighting and shit. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, we fighting, both of us going to jail. Why both of us going to jail? Who gonna get us out?
That's true.
Because that's something me and her will get into it about. We had a little fender bender one time. So I jumped out, talking trash and stuff, right? Then she come around the corner, around the car. She jumping, she talking trash, and I say, both of us, I had to stop talking to the guy to start talking to her. Get back in the damn car. Both of us can't go to jail. You get what I'm saying?
That's true, yeah.
One person mad now, everybody mad. It can't. I'm just trying to bring us to a place of thinking. You get what I'm saying? I told a story one time about a long time ago when we first got married and we didn't have a car. So we walked to the corner store and we saw, was it 2 or 3 guys coming our way? I can't remember what it was.
We was coming home from church.
And we walking, right? And we was kind of close to the house. So I told her, I say, if these guys try to do something, I say, I'm going to start fighting. I say, you take off running. I say, because by the time I'm going to get some licks in, then I'm going to take off. And I don't want to leave her. You know what I'm saying? So I tell her, I said, you take off. She goes, I ain't taking off. I'm going to help you fight. See, that ain't doing me no good.
That's true.
Because then I got to stay here through the whole thing.
That's true.
It's 2 or 3 guys. I can't remember what it was. I don't know if it was 2 or 3. And I told her, I said, I ain't going to take no 2 or 3 guys by myself. You need to. So we get into a disagreement about her taking off.
About being safe.
I said, there's something wrong with this woman right here that I got. I told her, here's the plan. If something happened, I'm going to start tussling. All right? It's 2 or 3 guys. I'm not going to take 2 or 3 guys, okay? I said, you take off running, get to the house. You get what I'm saying? Close the door. I don't care if I gotta go run and hide somewhere. I'll be back home later. I ain't gonna run. I'm gonna stand right here and fight. I told y'all there's a little thug down in her. We gotta keep that thug down. It's just,
I'm not. You ain't gonna take neither one of these guys. I'm gonna try my best to take somebody out and then run.
That's
Right,
true.
but I can't run
Yeah, that's
because
true.
and I was in my 20s. I could run faster than her. I was quick. I still had my
Hold on.
speed.
You forgot we had the kids with us. I
We
think,
had kids. Man, I don't
I
even
think we
remember
had,
that. I don't even know that.
Jairus is in the stroller.
Yeah, you
and
better
Justin was
run.
walking.
You better run then with them kids, that baby stroller and all. You better run.
Oh, that's what happened. That's what it was.
All right. I thank you for calling. Devontae from upstairs with the iPhone. Apartment B. All right.
All right.
Thank you for calling.
Mm.
Latanya, call back, Latanya. I think that was you calling me from the Sugarland number. If that was you, call me back. What they saying in the comments?
Angel,
Call in, Kim, and talk to us.
okay, now Jesse had put on some early. Jesse said Biden officially won,
Okay.
so we'll check it out.
Yeah, we'll check it out.
Monique had said, I think this has been really beneficial. I wanted to get married, but I wasn't really sure of what I was getting into. I remember Pastor telling us about you don't realize it until you get in.
Hell yeah. That's a lot of things, not just marriage. That's life. You don't realize, think about it, when you're a kid and you can't wait to get out your parents' house, but you don't realize what life really about.
It really is. That's
You get
true.
what I'm saying? It's a whole lot, man. Yeah, that's just true. Go ahead.
T Mel said, God, this is a good talk. Drew 84 said, like all roles in life, these roles have evolved.
Mm-hmm. And that's true. That's what we're talking about in 2020. I kept saying, not 1950, not 1980, I kept saying that because the roles are evolutional and they will always be. They have always been and they will always be evolutional roles. And so what I was trying to do is talk about the evolution role. I don't know if Latanya was on here. Somebody was calling me from a Sugarland number. I don't know who it was.
Okay.
Go ahead. What you had, Miss Tanya?
Monique said, for me, this is Monique C.
Okay.
For me, I had to discover that I need and to be able to communicate. Oh, hold on. For me, I had to discover what I need and be able to communicate.
Hold on, Miss Tanya. The number, there's a number, the last 4 digits is 6736. Call back.
Yeah,
I don't know who you
quite
were.
a few times.
Yeah, you call 14. No.
I think 4 times.
4 times. They call 4 times. Call back. Your last numbers are 7636. Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead, Miss Tanya. What you were saying?
Monique said, for me, I had to discover what I need and to be able to communicate it and not throw the relationship away when my person can't give it to me.
Mm-hmm. Who was that, Monique?
That was Monique C.
Okay.
Then Angel said, as a young married couple.
And then I'll teach you something. If there's something that, if I heard you right, I don't know if I heard it right, but if there's something that your spouse at this time cannot give you because you ain't been married that long, then that's something you got to learn how to communicate and teach. And it might be something that takes years. It might take 20 years.
That's true.
To communicate before somebody can truly comprehend what you might have
That's
been
true.
asking.
That's
You
true.
get what I'm saying? And then there has to be an open line of communication too. You get what I'm saying?
That's true.
What you were saying, Miss Tanya?
Then Angel said, as a young married couple, is knowing a partnership is between the two of you. I think a lot of young married couples take in too much information and advice from people who is not married.
Absolutely. And that's the quickest way to kill it. That's the quickest way to kill it. You got too many people talking to you about your relationship.
Or then she said, or just in a long-term relationship.
Yeah, that's the quickest way to kill your relationship. We ask way too many people for advice, or too many people are giving advice that should not be giving advice. Some people need to shut the hell up.
Yeah, that's true.
And we don't know the difference.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying?
That's true. Then we had Kim talking about taking off her shoes and boxing. Talking about, nope,
Call in, Kim, and talk to us. What'd you say?
She said, I'm taking my shoes off and boxing.
See, that's the problem, Kim. That's that acres home in y'all. I'm telling you.
Janice said, I believe that young people take too much advice and look at their other friends' relationship and try to recreate that relationship. No relationship is going to be the same.
And that's a powerful statement. She said, and recreate, because there's a uniqueness to every relationship. And if you don't have the patience to create the unique relationship that you have, then you will give up on it very quickly, very early, and it won't last.
That's
because
true.
there is a uniqueness. And here's the problem. A lot of people looking over fences,
Yeah.
saying it's good over here.
they artificial grades.
And it's artificial. Oh no, it's just let's call it. It's unique. It's the uniqueness of someone else's relationship.
What worked for them
and what works for
Okay,
them.
I
And
understand
then
that.
what happens is we want that because in our mind we're hollering at our spouse
Yes.
to produce what that spouse across the fence
That's true.
did.
That's
Because
true.
watch this here. Here's what a lot of people don't know. What do they really want
That's
in a
true.
relationship?
That's true.
At the end, not only what you want is what you want healthy.
That's true.
Because you got to ask yourself, what I want, is it healthy? Or am I trying to overly indulge
Yeah, I got you.
in the relationship?
understand
You
that.
get what I'm saying? There has to be, my key word, whether I'm preaching or whether I'm doing whatever I'm doing, is balance. We don't have enough balance in 2020. My brother said, if I got to come home and cook, because why? He know how. You get what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about warming up, boiling no eggs. I think every man need to know how to cook. And I
That's
mean
true.
cook. I ain't
That's true.
talking about
Cook a meal, a good meal.
yeah, a whole meal.
Yeah, whole meal.
You need to learn how to cook.
You
Yeah, you need my mama.
need a meat, vegetable, and a starch.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to know how to cook. You got to, man, come on. You can't microwave everything. You can't McDonald's everything.
That's true.
Huh?
That's
no,
true.
There's a lot of stuff from men to women that we all need. It's an interchanging thing that we got to learn how to do. I was waiting on that caller to call back.
Well, let me read while we're waiting.
I was waiting on Kim to call in. Go ahead.
Devontae said, I also love to keep an open forum with my wife so we can talk about anything. And plus, I want to understand her point of view.
Absolutely. I think that's important. I think that is incredibly, there are desires that we have to have when you talk about relationships.
That's true.
I got to want to understand the other person. I can't want to only be understood. I must want to comprehend the other person. You get what I'm saying? Thank you for calling in. State your opinion.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you What's up?
Nothing. Just wanted to say marriage is a beautiful thing. It's just all about what you make of it. Either you're gonna agree to agree or agree to disagree, and it's gonna be a whole bunch of problems.
And it is. But I like what you said when you first start talking. You said it is what you make it. And like you said, you're either gonna agree. And let me tell y'all something. The younger you are, the more y'all disagree.
That's true.
You could be, I'm talking about, when I say young, I mean young in a relationship. You know, some of us are old in a relationship, but some of us are young. You could be 50 and just got married. So you're young in a relationship. You're going to make young mistakes. You're going to fight about everything. Shoes on the floor.
That's true.
You're going to fight about who ate the last salami, who ate the last bologna sandwich, or the mayonnaise. Why you didn't leave a little mayonnaise? And those little arguments get big as hell. Because
they do, they escalate. They really do.
I had a
it's
little,
a little and nothing.
Yep, that's what
and that's what happens in the beginning. I ate one Twix, I left the other. I ate the right Twix, I left the left one. Left the left one, and you ate my left Twix. What? Who told you to eat my left?
We supposed to be split it in half, but your half bigger than my half.
And it's about, can you make it through it? There's a lot of mistakes that happens in marriages. And listen, I don't care if you've been married 300 years, you still gonna be making mistakes in marriages. I think it's more about your bounce back. How fast can you bounce back? How fast can you recover? Because think about it. No two people, I hope, no two people got together to get apart. You get what I'm saying? So it's just about, can you bounce back? You're going to have You're going to have major ups and you're going to have major downs. But can we comprehend each other? Can we find a place? Because we didn't get together for no reason.
That's true.
Nobody gets together
For no reason.
for just no
Right.
reason. You
And
get
a
what-
lot of people get married just to have something to do, just to say that they did that, and that is totally how they end up wrong.
and
That's
absolutely,
why they
Kim.
don't last.
Now, Kim, I want to ask you
My
something.
friend got married. It's my turn now,
No,
and then
now
you just
that-
go
I
and
was
jump
just-
into this
that-
relationship.
That's
That
what I
happens.
was going to ask you about, because I think some people just get married because they know a lot of people that's married.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's true.
And
My biological clock is ticking, so there they go.
So even in that, why get married?
Right.
Why get married? If you don't listen, the married is being married is not for the weak
No.
at all. It's
That's true.
it's what's her name? Brandy.
Mhm.
Brandy say it's for the
That's
gangster.
what gangster.
If you ain't gotta look gangster, you ain't gonna make it in no
That's true.
marriage. And if you listen, let me talk to the audience today. If don't get married just to have a baby. That ain't no reason, baby. That
Okay.
in 2020, you can get pregnant all kind of ways. You get pregnant the old school way. You get pregnant with the baster, the turkey baster.
baster.
You can get pregnant. You can get pregnant by the doctor. I mean, it's all kind of ways.
Oh boy.
Don't get married just because you hear that clock ticking.
That's true.
If you want a child, just get you a child. I mean, you get what I'm saying? There's adoption. There's 100
Different avenues.
ways
That's true.
that people get married. Don't get in a relationship
That's true.
if you're not going to fight
That's true.
for the relationship.
That's true.
You got to have some gangster. Because, and listen, I don't know what people think about marriage. Like it's over with after 5 years, then everything going to be okay. No. At year 300, you still going to have to fight for your marriage.
That's true.
It's an ongoing thing.
That's true.
Forgiveness in a marriage. I tell
Don't
people,
forget, it's on.
if you ain't ready to forgive somebody, don't get married.
Amen.
If you ain't ready to forgive and ask for forgiveness yourself and all, don't. Why? Stay by yourself. Kim, let me ask you this question. Can a person have such a single mindset that they cannot stay married?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
That most definitely can happen because that most definitely can happen.
I believe that. And
They
sometimes
just not. I don't know. Some people don't. They're raised without a example of marriage.
gotcha.
Some of them just. I don't know. They just are not equipped and have never.
For marriage.
It wasn't really like a desire to be with somebody and have a partnership with. It's just like being in love with the idea of being married.
And I think a lot of people are in love with telling their friend, yeah, I'm married now. I'm married now. And then 3 weeks later, they don't even want to be married no more.
And they happy when it's 3 weeks later and they not married no more.
They're not married no more, and they happy. So my thing is, don't.
It's like they have something to add, like been there, done that, and then you done contaminated this man for the next good woman that's coming around just because you wasn't equipped and ready and knew you wasn't ready and just jumped into it.
Because I mean, you can be in love with the idea of being married, just telling people, and then become obsessed with the opposite. Girl, I've been there, done that. You just wanted to be a part of both clubs. You wanted to be a part of the I got married club, and you wanted to be a part of the I got divorced, and they wasn't no good. The man or the woman, they wasn't no good. You know, I just marriage is something that is for people that really want to fight for something. You gotta fight for it because you cannot predict what's going to happen in a marriage.
That's true.
You don't know what's going to come down. You could when I'm talking to people, I hate when they start telling me what they won't do, what they won't say, what they won't take, and what you don't know none of that until you get married. You don't know because you don't know what's going to come down the line. You don't know what's going to happen, whether intentionally or by mistake. You don't know what's going to happen.
That's true.
And I find out when you're fighting for something that you want, then you start doing all that. You start doing all that shit you said you weren't gonna do.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because you want your relationship. Who is that? What's
Scotty.
What are you talking about?
He agreeing
with you.
Oh, he agree. Yeah. Because think
Hey,
about
you go to do a pottery and little old flowers, you know.
because
You call him on your own phone. Move.
Scotty, listen, because guys say what shit they ain't gonna take and what they ain't gonna do, and I ain't gonna be nobody's bitch. You know? And then you find yourself being somebody's bitch. And you never, and you say, I ain't gonna never, they can go on, they can go, and you find yourself, that's why I don't like people saying things like, I'll never, because you don't know what you're gonna do.
That's true.
When you want to
Okay, he never would have thought he'd have been helping me pick fingernail polish. This one cute, baby.
I like that.
Hey, you talking too much now.
Scott said you talking too much. But that's true. And I think that's why we should never go into a relationship with these unnatural standards of what we say we will and will not do. Because when you love somebody, you'll do a lot of things. You will, keyword, you will evolve.
That's true.
You kind of have to. You get, and listen, I've seen marriages destroyed because somebody didn't want to evolve in a tough situation. Because why? They was afraid of what the family was going to say.
That's true.
They was afraid of what the boss was going to say, what their best friends was going to say. So people sacrifice their relationship for the opinion of somebody else. And I think that's the worst thing. You say, I'm in love. And then next thing you know, you're doing something because somebody else is on the outside looking. And now you're trying to play weirdo spouse on what you would and would not do. And then next thing you know, guess what? You by yourself, and they might be, and this is the thing I be trying to drive home. The person who's looking from the outside might like what you don't like. And they opinion, and then they opinion, like they telling you like, oh, I would never, Then next thing you look up, they with your man or your wife. You get what I'm saying? I don't know what people
after telling you to leave them.
Checking on them. I just text to check on you, see how you know the Lord laid you on my heart. I bet the Lord did lay them on your heart. No, there's a reality. You know, have you ever heard the saying, one person's trash is another man's
treasure.
That's right. And what sometimes we don't have a healthy appreciation for our spouse. Through the flaws, through the whatever, through the we don't like, the stinky feet, the whatever we don't like, somebody else will love it. And then most people, you ever heard this statement? They don't know what they had until they miss it, until it's gone.
Don't miss the water till your well runs dry.
Okay. So
your well runs dry.
And then so what happens is when we with somebody, we can't stand them. Then next thing you know, when they with somebody else, now we got a problem. So either you can't stand them or you love them. It's one of the two. You see it with somebody else, then we got a problem.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying? Now, no good heifer, you know. She done went got her another man already. What are you waiting on then? You waiting on them to come back? No, see, we are
that's good.
We are people that really don't be knowing what we want.
That's true.
And we base too much off of other people.
That's true.
What makes you happy? If Scotty make you happy, it ain't nobody else's business, bro.
Ain't nobody tell me nothing.
Not at all. Shouldn't be.
Not at all.
And then you always,
and believe me, people have openly expressed their opinions, and it don't faze me not one bit at all.
And it shouldn't. And people whisper. people whisper what they would not do.
Yeah.
But that ain't their relationship. For them to whisper what they would not do, what they would not take. Good, honey, it wouldn't be me. Good. Shut up. And build.
And there always be the single one saying that.
Always. And I don't understand why people listen to people like that. You can't tell me shit. I know. I apologize. I have both broadcast. We're broadcasting on both from the church page and the Cowboy Live page at the same time. And I don't know if everybody know I cuss. I cuss while I'm preaching, so I don't know why they wouldn't. But just in case you don't know, now you know.
But shit, I don't mind.
I know you don't mind. You're like, I don't mind, girl. That's why you're my member. They say birds of a feather flock together.
Okay.
But it's just this is just we're just talking. This is real talk. And how long we been on, Miss Toya?
An hour and 35
Thank
minutes.
you for calling in, Kim. They call you.
Now that was
Kim.
real talk though, because a lot of times people don't realize when they get their advice from an out. Like I've been married now, going on 22 years. It's no way that I'm fixing to go talk to somebody that's 2-3 years married to get some kind of advice.
No.
Not gonna happen.
No, it's not going to happen.
Not gonna do it.
And my thing
It's
is,
not no way that I'm fixing to go out with my group of homegirls and not one of them have a man either.
Hey, that's true. That's a wisdom.
I mean, it's just married. It's just some things that you do not do.
okay, because there's a lot of what they call it unspoken rules. There's unspoken rules that I'm starting to learn.
Yeah.
A lot of people just don't know about unspoken rules. You don't even take advice. If you're married, you don't take advice from somebody single. No. Because this is what people do. People who are single or divorced or what have you, then they say, well, girl, let me tell you my experience. No, don't tell me your experience.
Yep.
That was your experience.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Kim, you don't let somebody else get in your ear about your spouse.
Yep.
I saw Scotty at the stop and go. And then you come home. Now, there's nothing wrong with asking Scotty about the stop and go, but you don't let somebody, especially if it's another female,
because they gonna pump it up and make it bigger than what it was.
Now, whether they saw him at the stop and go, that's irrelevant. It's how you handle him being at the stop and go, and make sure you got evidence of stop and go before you start accusing. You get what I'm saying? And nobody like church people love to accuse their spouse or something, and they got no time about the Lord. The Lord ain't stop the bullshit, and let's learn how to deal with the real life. Now, let's say you need to follow him. Then you follow his ass and find out what's going on. Make sure you got advice. I mean, evidence. You need evidence. You get what I'm saying? Just don't take the evidence and just of somebody's word.
Yes.
You understand? I better not say that. I'm gonna reserve that piece for later. But I was
say it.
No.
It.
Well, I can. It's not offensive. I thought it was offensive when I first thought of it. But I mean, whether it could be male or female that's coming to you, and you said, well, this male, and like, I'm trying to tiptoe. A male might come to me and say, I saw your wife, thus or so. But the male might want me now. It's 2020.
That's true.
Everything is happening now. You might get a dog telling you anything.
All right. I mean, but are you getting what I'm saying? We can't just take the word.
Not no more.
You there's nothing wrong. If somebody told you something, you might need to investigate and find out what's going on. Don't just go home.
So you just start jumping down your spouse's throat and accusing.
For you create a problem that you didn't even have.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And that'll happen. That will happen. People create problems that they never had because they just want to. And maybe they saw it in their life. So I know.
No, they want you to be single because they ain't got nobody to hook up and hang out with because you got a man and all that.
I mean,
and I'll tell you something though too, and people not careful of this in relationships. If you're truly happy in your relationship, that don't mean everybody around you is happy.
That's true.
About their relationship.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying? Then next thing you know, somebody say, I had a dream about a dream about who? Dream about yourself. I think there are rules to stuff like hidden rules, unspoken rules that people just don't be knowing about. You get what I'm saying? And then listen, and I mean, you got, I don't know, it's a whole lot. And it's been an hour and 39 minutes, and I don't want to be long because I gotta
do a broadcast in the morning. Anything else? Anything else you want to say, Kim? They call you Kim?
No, that was all.
I thank
you for letting me voice my opinion.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you for calling in and talking to us.
Y'all have a good one.
All right, you
You
too,
too.
baby. All right, y'all. Ooh, excuse me. I did not mean to burp. That banana coming back up. Miss Tanya, you got something you want to say before we go?
I enjoyed this, and I think it's good. It might be something we can encourage to do a lot.
This is
A lot
what
more.
I originally wanted to do with the Cowboy Live. This is what the Cowboy Live's original intent was. I tried to use laughter now to build an audience.
Yeah, I got you.
So that I can kind of talk. So we could talk about life, and it's not about not debate. I want to discuss stuff, but not debate stuff.
I got
I'm
you.
not trying to debate.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to convince people of anything one way or the other. How you see life.
How you see it.
If you're not teachable, I can't. There's nothing I can really do about how you see life. If you see how you see me, if you see me weird or thrown off, or if you see me shady, a lot of times people see you the way they are.
That's
they
true.
see you through their eyes.
That's true.
So if you're shady, you think I'm shady, and there's nothing I can do about that. I used to try to prove to people
wrong.
certain things, but I'm not trying to do that no more. I'm getting too old to tussle and to do. If people don't know me at my core, I'm trying to help people, period. That's my core intention. And if people don't get it, I can't prove it to you.
No, you
I got to
can't.
keep moving forward
That's true.
in life. I'm here with a lot of information, and people can see in my life that this stuff works. The things that I talk about. I might not be the most popular person or pastor. None of that matters to me because I
Amen.
never was trying to be.
That's true.
I just want to be what God want me, doing what God called me to do. You get what I'm saying? From Cowboy Live to pastoring to cussing to drinking. I don't fight like I used to, though.
Thank God.
I might need to get back into boxing. I probably need to take up some boxing lessons now. I feel like I get whooped right now. So, quick tempered. I'm not quick tempered like I used to be, Miss Tiny. I don't know. Sometimes I miss those days. I remember one time my wife was working at was it Family Dollar?
I remember. I knew he was gonna talk about that.
You know I was gonna talk about that. She was working at Family Dollar. I'm gonna let y'all go. And she was having a problem with was she a manager or something?
She was an assistant manager.
Assistant
We
manager.
both were assistant managers.
Yeah. And she said, "Oh, she just always trying me that out." I gave her some advice. I told her what to do. I said, "You go to work." I said, "You carry like pick up a little glass jar or something off the shelf." I say, "Next time she try you, I say, just throw it down." And you go, shit.
I was scared. I said, I can't see me doing that. No.
I say she'll never mess with you again. She'll never antagonize you again. I said, that's all you gotta do. I remember when that happened between me and Clarence. Remember that happened with me and Clarence?
I remember.
Boy, I got so mad, but I didn't think about doing it. I just got I was tired of Clarence and that bull, boy. He was testing my Christianity. And I had to step outside.
Right,
I stepped outside my Christianity and just had to.
You got it right. Did you say? He said, "Hold up, now,
I had to talk. He never seen Deacon George like that. He like Deacon Boone. Whoa, because he was pushing me in my Christianity, and I had to step out.
Yeah.
And when I stepped out, he said, "Well, won't you just take the rest of the day off and cool down?" He said, "I'm sorry. I apologize." He said, "You right." He said, "I kept pushing you." Because sometimes people are pushing you
true.
just to see how far you
can
go.
That's true.
Yeah. What the old people say, I had to lay my religion down. I laid my religion down. He saw George Jr. and say, "What the hell is this right here? Who is this beast?"
Look, cat.
Hey, yeah, he was an old school cat. He said, whoa. He said, "My apologies. You right. Because he was pushing me. I can't remember what it was about.
I can't remember.
I remember he was pushing me, man. I came home early that day. You say, "What you doing here this early?" I said, "He told me I could go home and cool down."
Yeah, with pay. He paid
with
you.
pay.
I
Yeah, he
remember
didn't
that.
even take me off the clock. Yeah. So sometimes it just happens like that.
That's true.
You know. So all right. But I do get older. You calm down a little bit. You're not as feisty. Okay, Miss Tanya, what else you got? You got something else you want to read? I think this was a good subject. I wish we could have explored it more because I like to hear people's definition
Mhm.
of, I think you can some roles, the role are some roles are easier to find
Mhm.
than others. For us as humans, I think it's easier to find the role of mother and father.
Mhm.
But I think it's a little harder for us to find the role of husband
Mhm.
and wife. Did I say that right?
Yeah, you said it right.
And I think so that's why I created this discussion to talk about the role of
Mhm.
a husband or a wife.
I don't think we understand it.
And that
Really?
that just the conversation
Mhm.
we should pick up bits and pieces from here and there
Mhm.
and jail together
Mhm.
an idea.
Mhm.
Because I think when it comes down to being mother, father, I think that might be a little more easier
Mhm.
because first thing we got is an example.
Mhm.
And our love and passion for them
Mhm.
children
Yeah, that's true.
kind of evolve you into,
I can see that.
yeah.
That's true.
But then to come down to the other one, it's a little different.
Mhm.
And we have to explore,
Mhm.
figure it out.
Mhm.
And remember, there ain't nothing you learn overnight
Mhm.
when it come down to relationships.
Mhm.
Nothing. And like people say, okay, why you always want to talk about this? Because people don't understand this is the foundation of the church.
Yeah.
When these problems arise, it arises, it spreads through the
Yes.
whole church. It's like a
Like a
contagious
cancer.
fire.
Mhm.
And then you find people, especially church people, being fake,
Mhm.
acting like this or that or the other
Mhm.
in their relationship,
Mhm.
and they really crying out for help.
Mhm.
So we have to provide some help
Mhm.
in a very unusual way
Yeah.
so that they can pick up bits and pieces and comprehend, or even just thought provoking.
Mhm.
Hopefully our conversation is thought provoking to
Mhm.
people so that they can start comprehending.
Mhm.
And remember, nobody's trying to make you get into no certain role.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? I mean, it's about us and our willingness and
Mhm.
to change.
Mhm.
And we evolve and grow. There's not a book. People know I read. I love to read books. And a lot of those books, it's a jumping off point. It's not an all in all.
Mhm.
And I think people think a lot of things are all in all. Even if, and if you notice today, I didn't try to bring in the Bible to that
Mhm.
because the Bible is a jumping off.
It's true.
It's a jumping off
That's
place. It's a place to jump off of,
Mhm.
and then you evolve.
Mhm.
But some Christians want to buck a system
Mhm.
that's only designed for a jumping off place.
Mhm.
And if you buck a system, Tanya, if you buck a system for jumping off,
Mhm.
what are you jumping into?
That's good. That's good.
Use it as a jumping off
Mhm.
place. The Bible is a jump off place.
Mhm.
It's a place where you jump off and then you start to evolve and grow into your own personality and own character.
Mhm.
If you don't have roots, where do you come from?
Mhm.
And that's where I think people mess up. You got to have roots.
Mhm.
The roots is not the tree,
Mhm.
and the tree is not the roots, but they both are connected and they work together. We got to have roots, people.
Amen.
You got to have roots. I think some people just like to fight
Mhm.
and to argue a point of view.
Mhm.
We're not trying to fight or argue a point of view. We're really trying to, keyword, minister to people
Yeah.
and bring balance
Yeah.
to everything. You get what I'm saying?
Amen.
You got to start somewhere.
Mhm.
The Bible is just an outline
Mhm.
to start somewhere. And then it evolves and grows. Because if you pay attention to the title, it says in 2020.
Mhm.
But if you ain't never started nowhere,
Mhm.
if you don't start with an example,
Mhm.
yeah. When my daddy called in, the first thing he talked about was
his example.
And his example was his mom, which was a single,
Mhm.
and his stepfather,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
And a lot of stuff when we went fishing and me and him conversated, or riding in the car more,
Mhm.
we was conversating, it helped me understand him more.
Mhm.
And what even some of the things me and Mel say today, me and Mel still say, if you make your mama mad, you done made me mad. But I didn't know he got that from his stepfather. I thought that was some original he had came up with, but it came from his stepfather because his stepfather would tell him and his brothers,
if you make your mama mad,
Make me mad.
you're gonna make me mad.
Mhm.
And that was passed
Mhm.
down generation.
Mhm.
You get it? More than likely, Mr. Cliff probably got it from
His fault.
his father. You get what I'm saying? Because see, once again, we're talking about roots.
Mm-hmm.
Are all roots perfect? No,
No.
but they're your roots.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't be who you are without the roots.
That's
And
true.
we all need roots
That's true.
to start off on.
That's true.
And then watch this: the roots grow into a tree,
Mhm.
and it keeps evolving. The tree never stop evolving.
Nope.
It never stopped producing branches.
Nope.
See, and a lot of times people want to start something off of their idea
Mhm.
and not out of the roots.
Mm-hmm.
Get the roots.
The roots.
Get the basics of something.
That's it.
You get what I'm saying?
That's it.
And then listen, in real talk, all parents did the best they. I heard somebody say that. Was that Monique?
Yeah, Monique. Boom.
Monique Boone
Yeah.
said, her parents, she said
Mhm.
it wasn't all good, wasn't all bad.
Mhm.
And that's the way I feel. It wasn't all good, wasn't all
Mhm.
bad, but that's your roots.
Mhm.
And from your roots, you
Mhm.
can go any direction you wish.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying?
Jesus.
And each generation should increase and
Mhm.
get a little bit better than the previous generation.
Mhm.
Our kids should do a little bit better than what we did.
That's true.
And it should be a baton.
Mm-hmm. With their kids,
And with their kids, right?
That's
Because
true.
why? We're passing a baton
Mhm.
called roots.
That's true.
You
That's
get
good.
a jumping off place.
That's good.
You get what I'm saying? Some things, and then you'll pick up things as you go and get a little bit better.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying? You got to understand that life is about getting a little bit better.
Yeah.
We got a little bit better for our kids, and our
Yep.
kids should get a little bit better.
For their kids.
Another saying my daddy used to say to us, and things we don't. You know what I found? We don't know how to find value in things that we hear people saying
That's true. We don't.
because
That's
we're too
true.
busy wanting to talk.
That's
And we
true.
want to defend ourselves
That's true.
about things that don't even amount to nothing.
Yes, that's true.
But my dad used to say, he said, "Don't do what I do, do better than me."
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So you gotta take the command.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do what I did.
Do better.
Do better.
Mm.
I'm gonna pass you the roots.
Yes.
Do something a little
Yes.
better. You get what I'm
That's
saying,
good.
Miss
That's
Tanya?
true. That's good.
Yeah, we gotta learn how to take value. I think what happens in the modern day church and just in our culture as a whole, we don't value anything.
No. we don't.
Anything from the past, we don't value it.
That's true.
So
We
we're not
don't.
building
That's true.
properly because we did not value
That's true.
anything. We don't remember nothing that's root worthy,
That's true.
and then go from there.
That's
You
true.
get what I'm saying? I think this generation that we're in is a fighting generation,
Mm-hmm.
but there's nothing to fight. This is a fighting generation,
That's true.
but there's nothing
Nothing
to fight. We ready to fight.
On the defense. Come on. Mm-hmm.
And there's really nothing to fight.
Mm. That's
You
good.
get what I'm saying?
That's good.
We're gonna have to let our guard down. When I find somebody's fighting everything or trying to predict a fight, there's something wrong inside.
Mm-hmm.
There's something
Mm.
wrong inside in our heart. And we got to deal with the heart of who we are,
That's true.
because we are naturally defensive people who want to fight. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's just I'm just recapping a couple things. Like Monique was talking about when Ramel come home, if he's stressed or vice versa,
Mm-hmm.
de-escalate the
Mhm.
person.
Mm-hmm.
Don't jump into an attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what you coming home looking like that for? Why your face, old school, here go old school talk. Why your face long? What did that mean? There's a lot of stuff I
don't know.
Why your face all long? Okay. So hopefully y'all got what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is about I heard Angel say partnership. It's a major partnership,
Mhm.
and you got to work at partnership.
Mhm.
Some things come very naturally to all of us.
Mhm.
Some things don't come naturally to all of us,
Mhm.
and we have to work at it. We got to focus on some stuff so we could be healthy. So we could be healthy.
Mhm.
A lot of our culture issues come out of slavery.
That's true.
We are so far removed from slavery, but all of our
Mm-hmm.
thought
Mhm.
pattern is still in slavery.
That's
A
true.
lot of our thought pattern
That's true.
is still in slavery, and we're gonna have to let it go. You gotta let it go by choice.
That's true.
It's not something that happens. It's something that you gotta let go
My choice.
of by choice.
That's true.
Maybe, Miss Tanya, we can do something like this every 2 weeks
Mhm.
instead of doing our Saturday morning check-ins.
Mhm.
Maybe we can do a special edition Cowboy Live
Mhm.
discussion on Saturdays, because this is really what I wanted Cowboy Live to be about.
Mhm.
You
That's
get what
good.
I'm saying? And
but we have to build an audience. That's why I be needing you all help. I be needing y'all to call in and keep it, and engage and do things so that audience builds. So then, like today, I'm broadcasting from 2 platforms, from the church platform as well as the Cowboy Live. And because I got people on the church platform that's not on Cowboy Live, then I got people on Cowboy Live not on the church, because I keep trying to tell our church we have a purpose, we have an assignment, and we're trying to reach and minister to the people that we're supposed to reach and minister to. I think we need to be busy as believers, not cramming stuff down nobody's throat, Miss Tanya, but helping to promote and push. Because why? We took time this morning to minister to people, whether from Cowboy Live or from the church page. And if you're not helping me, then you are hindering. Right? Can you see the bigger picture?
I see it.
And we don't think anything has to do anything with other people, but everything in your life is about other people. You were created to be a blessing to other people in different forms.
Amen.
Is that all right?
That's all right.
All right. I did not mean to go 2 hours. This was supposed to be a 30-minute thing. But God bless you. God bless you. God get church. God bless you.
Thank y'all for your comments, for the calls.
Yes.
We still at like 13 watch. Thank y'all for hanging in with us and just
I don't know why it did not send out
mine never updated
notifications. I don't know why. I'll look into it and we'll try to figure it out. But I want this to, maybe because of what we was going to talk about. You know, anyway, that's a whole nother story. We'll talk about that later.
Talking about something that was supposed to be the foundation of the structure.
Yeah, because
of the church.
We're trying to just help people and bring balance through real experiences and through real talk and real, you get what I'm saying? Okay, Miss Tanya, is that it?
That's it.
All right, you got something you want to say or no? Or I'll see y'all in the morning.
I see y'all. You see y'all in the morning. Don't forget 10 a.m. Central for church. In the morning. 10 a.m. Central time. Teaching. Well, saying we on Cowboy Live.
Yeah, we on both.
We'll be at church in the morning.
So listen. So let's say you want to know about the other platforms. I have 2 platforms that I do 2 different broadcasts from. If you go to YouTube, you have to go to YouTube and search up Pastor G Boone, just like you see it on the screen, and you'll find our broadcast of where I pastor, and I just talk to people about things in life. I teach the Word of God. I teach the Word of God. If you're looking for a whole lot of other things, you are at the wrong platforms. I just teach the Word of God, and we let the Spirit of God do what He wants to do to just improve us and help us be a little bit better each day. Okay. So you would search up on YouTube, Pastor G Boone, and you will find the broadcast. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Let's say you on the church platform and you want to know what's going on with the Cowboy Live. All right. Cowboy, what you're going to do inside of Google search, you're going to search up Cowboy Live and you'll see us on there. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. It's an entertainment show that is based around entertainment and
having a good time.
Yeah. And a lot of drinking, a lot of cussing.
Just enjoying life.
And,
just having a good
just
time.
Enjoying life. And you'll get the notifications from that as well. That show broadcasts well. We just changed it.
Changed it to Tuesday now.
To Tuesday night. So I'll be doing Tuesday morning. Biblical teachings from the Bible, revelatory teachings from the scriptures, and just empowering you. That's all I try to do. Sometimes you have to cut away what's holding people.
That's true.
To empower them.
That's true.
I really try to empower you. I don't talk empowerment. Because one of the things I can't stand is people who talk empowerment but has not been empowered. Don't talk empowerment to George. You are not empowered.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't talk success to me and you're not succeeding. I don't want to. I don't want to hear. Don't muddy the water is what I be saying.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta wait.
Yeah.
Until you get ahead.
Yeah.
The Bible says a poor man has no voice. Though he is right. Now the scripture say he can be right about what he's suggesting, but nobody's listening because you have no money.
Come on.
And I think it's important that we learn to listen and hear the right people. Okay.
Yes,
so those are the two broadcasters that I broadcast from. If you was on this broadcast and didn't know I had another one, I don't know how, but it is what it is. You got me?
All right.
All right. And you ain't got to be a part of that one. Don't force it. But I really appreciate it, all of you all being on this long 2 hours. Thank you so much. We're just trying to, I'm not trying to make nobody do nothing. Don't get me mixed up. One things I hate. Don't mix me up with no other reverend, because a lot of them are thrown off. I love y'all, reverends. Yeah, but a lot of y'all are thrown off too. George's whole goal in life is just to be a healthy human being, healthy mentally and in my actions. And I want to please God. That's my goal. All right. So hopefully we reach somebody. Hopefully we help somebody. Hopefully we've helped the people on, and the people who did not say anything, did not chime in. And don't be afraid to chime in. Don't be afraid to call in whenever we're live on any broadcast. That's what we're here for. All right.
Amen.
All right. So if you want to see us cut a fool, come on over to the Cowboy Live on Tuesday nights. If you just sign up, it'll send you the notifications. If you want biblical teachings, healthy, sound biblical teachings,
that's it.
Then find us on Pastor G. Boom. Is that all right? All right. We are out, Miss Tanya. It's 2 hours exactly.
After 12 o'clock.
I love teaching. I don't care what platform it's on. From the Cowboy Live. Listen, if you want me to talk about certain topics on the Cowboy Live on Tuesday nights, every now and then when I come on, we do some hot topics, some touchy subjects, or whatever. Then hit that, what is it, Cowboy with a K?
Yes.
Cowboy with a K, 713 at gmail.com. Send me your hot topics of what you want me to. I say hot topics. Whatever touchy topics that you want to discuss. That you want to hear me discuss. I asked y'all to do that not too long ago, and nobody really did it. But anyway, I really need y'all participation. We have a goal. We have an assignment, and it's just to touch other people. That's all. We want to touch them and show them the love of Christ. Come on, help me touch people and show them the love of Christ. We can grow both broadcasters. All right. All right. I can't think of anything else, Miss Tanya.
Okay. Well, love y'all too.
Oh, I forgot about that, Sister Lisa.
Who's gonna
I saw her name. Huh? Oh, you're gonna talk to them tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay. We can even do it on the Cowboy Live too.
Okay.
For the donations.
Okay.
Not we're gonna do what they call it.
Care packages.
Care package drive. We're gonna do it for Christmas. Sister Lisa's gonna
she's spearheading it. She's got all the information for us, and she just sent me a revised list of what the lady says they need. It's 2 lists. If we're doing food and we're doing non-perishables.
This is for the Star of Hope.
And Star of Hope was Salvation Army. I don't want to get them.
One of them. It's for one of those platforms, Star Hope or the Salvation Army. I can't remember exactly right now. And we're going to do care packages and stuff and all that. We want to be a blessing. Listen, you got to learn how to be a blessing to people. God has blessed us tremendously on this broadcast. Am I right?
Even during the COVID.
The Lord has been good. Come on, man.
Good.
He's still good. He has been good. That's not a church saying. That's not a little catchy phrase, that because it's church time. It ain't church time, man. It's always church time. For George anyway. But you get what I'm saying. We want to be a blessing to the people that are been touched by this. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. There's a lot of things I want to do. I want to give away some blankets. We need to go buy some blankets and give it away because the cold weather about to roll in. We did jackets last year. We can do blankets this year, but we still need to help Sister Lisa with what she's doing. I told y'all what my pledge is, and my pledge is still my pledge.
And I'm gonna have a list. I have the list, and I'll put it in the page.
It might be easy if the people go get stuff. If we assign people to go get certain things.
So you want to put it in the page today? Or tomorrow?
We can talk about it tomorrow and see what people want to do from the church page. And then we can do it a little different for the Cowboy Live.
And,
Okay, Miss Tanya. What else?
So
I think that's it.
I think that's it. Getting ready to go. Enjoy the rest of your day. It's a beautiful day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you guys tomorrow. Star of Hope. Thank you, Sister Lisa. See you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Time.
We're going to do, this is kind of stuff we do. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do.
I got you. I know what you mean. We'll be typing fast.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, I got you.
We understand.
I got you.
Social media talk.
I do the same thing.
Because I do the same thing, baby. Y'all better be glad my wife proofread my lessons.
Sometimes I miss it.
Hey, some of my lessons being Cleon.
Not all of them. I mean, it's almost like you don't need me to read them no more.
Nah, my grammar I feel like my grammar is horrible. I don't be liking my grammar. But anyway, that's a whole nother story for another time. Okay, Miss Tanya, is that it?
We're getting ready to go.
All right, y'all. Love y'all, and I will see y'all in the different broadcasts. Peace out.
Peace out. Love y'all.